Hey everybody, welcome back. This week we're going to be discussing the hottest comics releasing October 13th, 2021. But first, please be sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below what you're most excited for this week. It's a pretty great week for comics. I just want to start out by saying and apologizing that I didn't get a chance to do a video last week, and I'm terribly sorry about that. It was a pretty hectic week here, especially getting our new shipment arrivals with our Marvel comics through Penguin. Unfortunately, there was a lot of damages, and I had to deal with a lot of things with them. So but things are back on track now, and I just wanted to start off with my top picks. So let's dive right in. We're starting off with Batman the Imposter #1. I'm really excited for this one because I really enjoy Andreas Sorrentino's art. It's also written by Mattson Tomlin. And to me, Andreas Sorrentino's art is really unique and different, and he does the paneling a lot more complex than just your standard like 9-panel grid or like 3-panel grid, So Andreas Sorrentino really stands out to me, and I am pretty interested to see what they have. So Bruce Wayne's mission as Batman has only been underway for a year or so, but he could tell he's making a difference. Unfortunately, he's made some powerful enemies. All the traditional power brokers of Gotham resent the distribution the Batman has brought to town, and it seems one of them has a plan to neutralize him. There's a second Batman haunting Gotham's rooftops and alleys, and this one has no qualms about murdering criminals live and on tape. With the entire might of Gotham City Police Department and Gotham's rich and powerful coming down on his head, Batman must find his imposter and somehow clear his name. But how can you prove your innocence from behind a mask? Very excited. I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm wondering to see if it's going to be a really dark tone. Is it going to be really obvious? It's going to be Hush who's going to be the imposter Batman. We'll find out, but it's only a 3-part miniseries, so if you're like Black Label like I do and are really interested in the synopsis, go ahead and check that one out. Also, we have Immortal Hulk #50. Wow, it's coming to an end. Immortal Hulk is ending, and it's a giant size finale at a whopping $10 price tag. And there is tons of covers for this one. In particular, I really like a lot of these covers because they resonate the Immortal Hulk storyline that has progressed through each one, and each cover represents a different arc or significant point in the Immortal Hulk's timeline. So I really enjoy these covers. I think they're really fun. Down in the below place, the Hulk searches among the ghosts of the past for answers to all his questions. The one below all, the Green Door, Samuel Stearns, Jackie McGee, and Bruce Banner. It's all been leading here. This is the last issue of the Immortal Hulk. And we're going to start getting the Donny Cates Hulk after this, and it looks incredibly different from one another. So I am interested to see what happens in this last issue to where Hulk is no longer immortal. Also, we have Kang the Conqueror #3, and this one has been progressively picking up. I think it's really interesting that we now have Kang in the MCU, and having him in the comic books is really fun, especially getting that nice new origin story for him. So, young Kang stalks his future self to the site of his first major battle with the Avengers, hoping to change the course of his destiny once and for all, but the fate of the villainous Dr. Doom has long been intertwined with Kang's, and no one interferes with Victor Von Doom's timeline but Victor Von Doom. It's Kang versus Doom, with the future of the universe on the line. So I'm really looking forward to this. Who doesn't want just a really badass villain showdown? I think it's really cool. I think the covers are amazing. I really like the cover A's by Mike Del Mundo, and yeah, I'm really excited to see where this one goes. We also have Batman 89 #3, and this one has been a really big hit. I really do wish they would make a second print of the #1 though, because I have a lot of people that are interested in this comic but can't pick up the #1. There's no #1s available. So, I mean, it's just a really fun throwback, especially if you're a really big Michael Keaton fan and those Batman universes. I think it's a really cool story. As the fire rages as Royal Auto Harvey Dent lies trapped inside, unconscious and in danger, can Bruce Wayne get to Harvey in time, or would the district attorney leave burned in more ways than one? So if you know Harvey Dent's history, you know he's going to become Two-Face, and I'm very looking forward to seeing the, Two-Face to Michael Keaton's Batman. Now time for our series shoutouts. These are comics not necessarily going to be the top hits. They're not going to sell as much, but they're ones that I think if you're at your local comic shop on Wednesday, check them out. See if they interest you. I'm starting off with Chilling Adventures of Sabrina number 9, and this one to me has been a surprise. I really enjoyed the last ones, but it's been a very long time since we've gotten this. So I'm very interested to see how this goes, especially since they announced that the Sabrina in the Netflix TV show will now be appearing in the Riverdale story. I am super interested to see how that plays out. So the hit horror series that spawned a massively successful Netflix series returns. Witch War Part 3, The Sacrificial Lamb, Sabrina has brought Harvey's body back to life along with her father's soul. But there's a cost to everything. Unless she wants the gates of hell to open, Sabrina must find a person to sacrifice in Harvey's place. But wait, Sabrina would never kill anyone, would she? So, it's very dark, mysterious, and I really enjoy the Archie horror line. I think it's very different, and I think it's a really fun way to put a twist on a very bright comic book. We also have Marvel's Meow. It's a hardcover manga, and to me, this one just seemed like a really cute rendition of, you know, cats and manga. So join Captain Marvel's pet Chewie as she wreaks havoc in the lives of Marvel's most popular characters, gaining new perspective on beloved favorites such as Spider-Man and Iron Man, formidable villains including Thanos and Galactus, and anti-heroes like Deadpool, as they all become the playthings of the cat creature. Originally shared on Marvel's official Instagram, these comic strips have been collected with all new content into a gift book that will delight Marvel and cat enthusiasts alike. So I just think it's a really cute, fun, collection hardcover, and, it should be interesting to see how this sells. I think, some places might sell better than others, but I really thought it was a cute rendition of having, the Marvel, superhero pets and things like that. So I'm picking one up, and I just wanted to tell all of you guys about it. Also, Mazebook number 2. This is the Jeff Lemire book, and to me, this is definitely more up Jeff Lemire's alley. He writes and draws it, and it's very much a family relationship comic, which I really enjoy. And this one deals with Will's melancholy building inspector who's been grieving the loss of his puzzle-loving daughter for years. One evening, he receives a mysterious phone call from a girl claiming it's her, and that she's trapped in the middle of a labyrinth, setting Will off on a journey dipping through her personal journals and puzzles for answers on where she is and how to bring her back home. Mazebook is a deeply haunting and powerful human work by one of the greatest living masters of the comic medium. You do not want to miss this book. Quoted by James Tynan IV. So, to me, I think it's just a unique perspective on comic books. I think a lot of people, when they think of comic books, they think of the ideal superhero book. And to me, Jeff Lemire just changes that and flips it on its head and is like, look, you can have these real life emotions in what people seem to call a child's book. But to me, it's very emotional, it's very adult, it's very much what, the average person would read in a novel, just it has pictures to go along with it. And to me, I think that is something unique and different that you just don't see every day. We also have Army of Darkness 1979 number 2. This is written by Rodney Barnes, drawn by Tom Garcia. And the superstar creator of the hit Image comic series Philadelphia brings his supernatural horror chops to one of the genre's most infamous characters. Ashley Joanna Williams finds himself this time in the late 70s New York City, in a less cleaned up area that means gangs tussle for every block in South Bronx. And these particular gangs model themselves after zombies and vampires. Things only get more out of control when they find out the one and only Necronomicon. So this one I think is really fun, but I'm especially highlighting it this week because there is a specific FOC variant of it drawn by Tony Flex that has the stray dogs on the cover of the Army of Darkness movie homage. So to me, that cover is so much worth this $3.99. I love that cover so much, and I just wanted to show all of you how great this cover is. And if you see it at your shop, definitely for $3.99, pick it up. I mean, it's really cool. We also have a bunch of late printings this week. We have Dark Ages number 1, second print. We have Dark Hawk number 1, second print. We have Department of Truth number 7, second print. Number 8, second print. Number 9, second print. Number 10, second print. number 11 second print, and number 12 second print. So there's a lot of Department of Truth late printings coming out this week. If you are collecting all of those Department of Truth covers, then there is a whopping 6 of them for you this week. We also have the Me You Love in the Dark number 2 second print. Comes with a 1 in 20 variant. And we also have Moon Knight number 1 third print. We have Ordinary Gods number 3 second print. We have White number 3 second print, and every single White issue so far has been allocated extremely because there is only a 2,500 print run. So if you are really invested in this book, unfortunately a lot of the time you're only going to get the second prints, so keep a lookout on that. And X-Men Trial of Magneto number 1 second print also releases. That's going to be it for me this week. I want you to check out all these comics and many more at your local comic book shop, and have a great week.